Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Gemini, all aspects and all the cross-watcher from the 15th up to and including the 30th of April 2021. Remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you watch this and think this is not my reading, check other aspects of your chart. Could well be that they are the readings for you, and or check back at the next part of May or first part of May for maybe that I'm covering your story or your energy at that point. Remember, use discernment. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. If you've watched a few of the videos and you think none of them resonate, I may not be the reader for you. So let's take a look at the theme. Okay, Temperance. Theme for Gemini, please. What is the theme for Geminis, please? For the... I'm getting nervous. The 15th up to including the 30th of April 2021. What's the theme, Spirit, here? What is the theme? And the Empress. Okay, we've got the Lovers, so some kind of reconciliation with the Divine Feminine possibly here, and again maybe a choice was made. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's see, Geminis, please. Okay, so let's see for the Geminis, please. The 15th. Okay, you again. We've got cards jumping everywhere. What do you say? Great, can't read it. I raise the goddess. I praise the goddess and the god. So someone's honouring their masculine and their feminine elements. Okay, so again, looks like possible union is coming here for you guys. But let's take a look. Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for the Geminis? What can you tell us, Geminis, from the 15th up to and including the 30th of April? Gemini, Spirit, what can you tell us? 15th up to and including the 30th of April. We've got 8 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Cups, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, and then hidden is the Ace of Wands. Right, they're saying put it back. Okay, so someone could have distanced themselves emotionally from a third party and then done some work on themselves to try and reconcile, possibly. Or could be considering reconciling. Yeah, brand new start here. Feeling like they've made a mistake and looking at the future and realising that they want something new. Okay, what's happening here? Again, an offer here. An offer. A temporary offer. An apology possibly coming here to try and change the situation, but it's not going to change the situation for some reason. There's a masculine that is already in a commitment and feels trapped in that commitment. So whatever apology is coming, it might not be enough. So maybe they're offering it to you, maybe you're offering it to them. But they do want to correct or right a wrong here, because I feel like if there is an apology coming, they've realised something that maybe they hadn't realised before. And that's where this is kind of reconciliation comes in. Again, they've got the strength here to look at what maybe they didn't look at before. The problem we've got here is there's a lack of independence. I want to say a lack of critical thinking. It's like, I don't think this person thinks before they do things, and so there's been issues. Yeah, look, they're rushing in. They're not quite fully formed. It's like they're rushing from one situation to the next. And because they feel responsible, they're not dealing with anything really properly. They feel bad about a situation, offering an apology, and then maybe not really doing much else. Lots of kind of indecision about how to end something, what to do, what to end. Again, we've got confusion here. A lot of confusion. And then wanting to reconcile with someone but not wanting to face It's like they've done the initial tentative apology, but they're not taking it further than that. It's like they're doing it because they feel bad about what they've done, but they're not going past that. I'm just hearing they're lying to themselves. So it's like they're trying to correct what they've done because they feel bad. They've done that, but they're not doing anything else, and they're just kind of disappearing again because they're not decided yet. And again, because they have got, there's very strong feelings here with this Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. Really strong emotions involved here. And then we've got the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. So there's a reconciliation going on. Let's see what else we can figure out with. There's a kind of burden here. How to really do this. How to resolve a situation. Yeah, they can't take action. It's like they can't quite figure out how to deal with the circumstances. Someone doesn't want to let them go is what I'm hearing. We've got the Devil card that's come out. So on one hand, you've got this very emotional connection, probably too emotional, and then on the other hand, there's this very strong, very kind of dominant energy that's kind of drawing them away. So someone's apologising, but they can't quite follow up from that. They can't quite detach themselves from a situation. Yeah, they're blocking it deliberately. Again, we've got the Hermit and we've got the Six of Wands. It's like they're doing just enough to keep you on the periphery, but they can't bring you any further forward because there's this central feminine karmic here that is in control. It's like, and this person's not understanding how to kind of balance this out. Doesn't want to push you away and hurt you, but at the same time is not knowing how to deal with it. We've got, again, scared, fear. Nine of Swords and the Empress. There's a fear here. Again, doesn't want to take that leap, is scared to take that leap, doesn't want to take that kind of initial, knows if it ends that there could be some issues. Again, there could be some money tied in with this as well, and or there's a lack of balance in the situation anyway, but there's no love here. It's like there's an established connection that is love lost almost. It's like, I don't know, it's an interesting setup I'm seeing. Again, we've got we've got a Tower moment here. So, again, it feels like someone's holding themselves back because they can't physically deal with what they have to close before. But they know something, again, justice, this is, they know it's not fair. They know it's not fair. They know it's not balanced. They know it's not, where they want to be. They know it's where they know it's basically that they can't stay in the situation, but they don't quite know how to deal with it. Okay. So we've got the Five of Cups, disappointment, guilt almost, and again, so it could have been that you guys have disconnected at some point. They maybe did something to push you away. They've then apologised, and now you're back in the picture. Nothing has changed again, and it's still the same energy, where it looks like, you know, there's an apology, but not much else going on here. All right. So, and again, the situation remains the same. So let's see what else is going on that we don't already know. See what we can figure out. Right, Spirit, what else is happening in Gemini's reading, Spirit, that we don't already know? What else is happening in Gemini's reading that we don't already know? Yeah, we've got negotiation here. There's it's like, remember I said about the money earlier? It's like someone's trying to get in with the money side of things. It's more importance to them. That's more of a focus. The practical side of things, the physical side of things is what's being negotiated here. So the kind of There could also have been some speculation about what was going on, like a third party situation. So again, that's why they put that to the back burner. There could also have been a health issue. So they've offered the apology, but it's like we're in a stalemate almost. Again, money. So they've done it for the principle, but they're staying because of a monetary influence and a bad influence. It doesn't feel healthy. Again, they don't want to be there. It doesn't feel like they want to be there anyway. And again, it's like what is this? Yeah, they're taking there's an ego issue here. This person's more focused on ego. It's like they're focusing on what they can get ahead in rather than dealing with the issue at hand. It's like they're focusing more on other things, is how I want to say it. Again, like status. Maybe they've got like, again, they're trying to protect their resources. Maybe they're sort of so focused on getting ahead at work, or keeping up with the Joneses is how we an expression as well. It's like they want to be the best they can be, but they're not looking at the details. It's just a more fickle kind of false connection that they're in, and it suits them because they don't have to do any work that way. But let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, about Gemini's reading? Yeah, wow, we've got Avenger and Vampire. So desires to balance the scales of justice, righteous on the behalf of the society of oneself, and it says make sure that someone or something is draining your life force. So there's definitely, yeah, look. So we've got someone that's draining the situation dry, bleeding the situation dry on all fronts, and then someone who's trying to do the right thing, and someone who's trying to probably warn the person. So, yeah. Anything else you can tell us? And again, we've got Mother and Mystic, so there could be a spiritual psychic that's been advising you or them, and then maybe a mother that's been advising to try and help the situation possibly. Right, Gemini's reading, Spirit. What else can you tell us for Gemini? What else can you tell us for Gemini's reading, please? We've got freedom in the reverse and self-esteem. So again, it could be that this person is falling into an ego trap because they don't really believe in themselves, maybe, which is why they're falling for this, falling into being kind of lulled into a false sense of security. Gemini reading, Spirit. What can you tell us? What else do we not know? What do we not know? There's a soul contract here. What do we not know here? Again, shadow element. There's some kind of truth coming out about I want to say legacy. I don't know if it's got children involved, but it's like a legacy. It's like they've got to choose. It's like, do you want a legacy that's focused on money and material benefits, or do you want something real? Is how I kind of want to say it, really, because this person's definitely focused on distracting themselves with money, possibly other things, self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So yeah, this is what they need to do, but they're focusing on material stability rather than their own inner journey, which is actually going to help them. Right, where are we going with this one, Spirit? Let's pull an outcome. Let's pull an outcome here. Right, Spirit, what is the outcome for Gemini? What is its outcome for Gemini for the 15th, including the 30th? Wow. There's a guilt. It's like a guilt this person has towards the relationship, that they don't want to see it. They're not ready to take any action. This person's not ready. It's like the situation is dying very slowly, but they don't want to acknowledge it. What else can you tell us, please? Again, it's the relationships being revived. What can you tell us, please, about the outcome? Yeah. It's like wounded warrior energy. It's like they've made the apology, but they're not prepared to go further than that. They're not quite ready to close this out. It's like something's changing. You know, there's more of a balance again where there's this apology, but there's still two parties involved here. What else can you tell us for outcome here? Yeah. Again, we've got someone cutting off. It's like the masculine's deliberately trying to cut off this divine connection. If this is your counterpart, it's like they're deliberately trying to cut it off, because it's like, no, I feel bad, so I have to stay with this person. And it's like, what? Right, what can you tell us? Yeah, this person is going into a new cycle, and it's about learning the lesson properly. I don't think they learned something, and so they're having to go back and kind of retrace their steps now, which would make sense, right? Because let's be realistic. Right, let's see. What else can you tell us, please, about Gemini's reading? What else can you tell us? We've got financial gain. Look, what did I say? Usually coming from something you did in the past. So maybe there's some finances tied up between these two. The moon, changes in your life. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. And tree, affairs with your family. Maybe your family's warned you about this or something. We've got the sun, happiness and well-being. And then barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps money, goals or love. And eagle, triumph over trouble and obstacles. So let's get some more outcome cards. Okay, let's see. Spirit, what can you tell us for Gemini's reading, please? What is the outcome for Gemini? What is the outcome here? Yeah, breath of thy cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So you need to let it play out. You don't need to be in charge of these parts. That's not under your control. Just control the things that you know you're responsible for. Everything else will balance itself out eventually. My guides are just saying that's how it was planned. It wasn't the plan for you to go in and kind of direct the situation. Okay, let's see. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome, Spirit? What is the outcome? Attachment. So again, this is a codependent situation, which is why there's no movement at the moment. And then we've got broken heart. So again, they're trying to detach from this situation and learn how to do it. And we've got hostilities. Right. Anything else you can tell us about Gemini's reading, please? Action and third chakra, which is the solar plexus, which is willpower and confidence. So there's a lack of confidence. That's why they're staying in this situation still. It's like they feel defeated, so they're just staying there. They're not ready. Right, outcome, please. What else can you tell us for Gemini's reading? What else can we... Again, we've got fork in the road, fates and happy. So for some of you, this is actually divinely guided and is meant to happen. For some of you, you need to make a decision about what you need to do. Okay, but both paths are going to lead to happiness, all right? But it's up to you to discern. Obviously, this is a general reading. Bottom of the deck is chopped wood. So some of you do need to close this chapter out because it's not for you. Okay, again, we've got new life and breathe. So it might even be that you need to do that for this person to acknowledge you, you know, because maybe they're not the connection. There's more time that needs to take place first. It's like they're nowhere near ready. Again, and we've got imagine and chop wood. So for some of you, you need to take another path. And for those of you who don't know who that is, then what I would say is I feel like your gut instinct is going to tell you if this is you. But again, get a reading if you're not sure. Okay guys, this was your reading for Gemini. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.